Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenny. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you are. It's good to be here. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. We are going to be discussing everything today. So when we when we ask what's on your mind, it means that nothing is off the table, nothing is off limit. As long as you remain within the confines of our platform, it means that we can discuss anything. We can discuss politics, we can discuss social or economic uh, problem within our country. So I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV, and I want to encourage all of us to share the show. It's very, very important that we do so that we can get this conversation going as soon as possible. It's important that you share the show, everybody. Everybody, let's share the show. We have a lot to cover today, and I know you may know something that we don't know. Uh, whatever be the case, we want to encourage everybody to go ahead and share the show. It's very, very important. Uh, so, wow, I didn't even know that this is what happened. Yeah, so I want to encourage everybody to share the show. It's very, very important. We are trying to get connected with our colleagues in Liberia. Hopefully, that will be very, very soon. I think Lawrence is already here. Uh, at least Lawrence is ahead of Melbourne today. Surprisingly, Lawrence, my man, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Mr. Kana. Good evening to everyone in the U.S. I know it's morning time in the U.S. and it's evening time here because the time is 60 minutes past 6 o'clock p.m. in Liberia, especially Central Liberia.
All right. And we are on now. We are about to begin this conversation. I think we already have our reporter on the line from Nimba County. We know now what's going on based on some of the development we are seeing. But let's listen to Daniel from Nimba as we get prepared. But I want to encourage everybody to share the show so we can get this conversation started as soon as possible. So Daniel, how you doing, sir?
Well, I'm okay. Say good evening to everyone of you and good evening to those listening because like my colleague said, it's now 6:70 p.m. local time in Liberia, more especially in Nimba. So that's the time when it's that. That's the reason I'm saying good evening for my end. But I'm okay.
All right. Good to hear from you. So we know a lot been going on lately from last night. I mean, from yesterday up to present. We have heard, we have seen a lot. We have a lot to cover. That's why today we have this edition that we call open mic. It means that nothing is off limit, that is off the table, which means we are not restricting people, we are not limiting people as to what topic that you can discuss here. If you like, you can discuss politics, social or economic. We don't really have problem with it. As long you remain within the confines of our platform, which means you discuss issues or nothing but the issues. So, Daniel, so what is the latest update from Nimba County?
Well, thank you so much. Even though the National Elections Commission is yet to officially declare the final result, but President who was contesting, who was one of the contestants in the main rival to Yantuan work today at the afternoon in the world room of Yantuan and congratulated them. He has considered defeat. But prior to that, this morning, also Senator Josie took to his official Facebook page and congratulated Yan and he said he's hoping to work with him. He's expecting him to be, quote unquote, the operational senator, because that's how they were calling now Vice President Jeremiah Kun, they were calling operational senator, because he previously is old now. He cannot, frequently move as people expect him. So most of the movement in the country was by the current Vice President. But this evening, the National Elections Commission did a pronouncement, and out of the 736 polling places in Nimba County, they have counted 706 polling places, just remaining now 30 polling places. And out of that, former Senator Thomas Kupi obtained the total vote of 3,545, constituting 3.26%. Samuel Koga accumulated 37,575 votes, accumulating 34.51%. Armstrong Gobaslepo has accumulated 1,215 votes, accumulating 1.12%. And Yadi Twayan accumulated 66,516 votes, accumulating 61.12%. And we said, Koga into the war room of Yatwan and congratulated him. He's also expected to appear on a local radio station, Voice of Nimba. Someone cares on 13 local radio stations in Nimba. So a lot of people were expecting that maybe for him to officially congratulate on the radio. And also he said he will be talking about a lot of issues during the discussion, and that will be a 1-hour discussion from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time in Liberia. So this is how the leadership development is now in Nimba County.
Thank you so much. So if I may ask you, do we know, is there a way we can speak to Representative Koga, the former candidate or former contestant of the by-election? Is there a way we can talk to him, invite him to have a conversation on SKTV?
Then I think the best thing we can do now, that will be tomorrow.
Yeah, not today. Not today. I mean, like...
Yeah. We can do the arrangement. Then we can send it over to you. Then I think he might agree to appear tomorrow, because he's one person who is media friendly. He's one person who loves to discuss the issue on the media. So we can do the arrangement with him. Then tomorrow he can appear.
All right, that would be great. That would be great. I would really, really appreciate this reporting from you. It really, really, climax as to climax the coverage, because as we learned that the National Election Commission will conclude her reporting tomorrow. I think at 2 p.m. The Labrador time, which will be really good. So that, but before it becomes official, it is now clear, and something we kind of foresaw since the beginning of this, result. Since the beginning of the counting, when we actually saw the level of impact that we were seeing in terms of Nyatwanye making headway or making some really inroads in amongst people where we believe that we're going heavily for Samuel Koga. We kind of thought that it could be something that will favor him, and that exactly has been the case here. But again, I want to say thank you to you and all our reporters across Nimba County and across Liberia. So is there anything else that you want to share with us before we let you go?
Thank you so much. I heard of the official announcement, because like we said, it just left with 30 polling places now that will be tallied, and probably as we're speaking, some of the tallying is still ongoing. So tomorrow or next, do the final pronouncement. What we've heard the supporters of Nya, they have planned a jamboree, a jubilation tomorrow, a victory celebration tomorrow. So once next do the final pronouncement, then they can start off with their celebration tomorrow. That's the information we are hearing.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So feel free to call us if you have any new information, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. I'll talk to you after the show.
Okay, sir.
All right. So yes, indeed. I want to say welcome to you, Brazilian Monk. Monk, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just log on.
How are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing great hanging in there. Thank God for life. Every day is a blessing to be alive.
So today we're having open mic. We're having what's on your mind. So amidst all the developments we are hearing from the Supreme Court to the National Election Commissions and the government's reaction to the Supreme Court decision, as well as the reaction from the results of the election from Senator Prince Johnson and other politicians in the country. We have a lot to cover today. It's too much.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure we will be able to cover everything.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We'll do our best. So, but among what say you, man? What's going on? What do you think about all these development?
Some of us were wrong. I love being wrong for the right reason. Sometimes it's good to know why you end up losing. You will want to go with conventional wisdom for the fact that Prince Johnson could literally decide 4 presidential elections in Liberia. You won't want to believe that his endorsement this time, it carried no weight. But then it's a whole different kind of election. That's why I keep telling folks, in Liberian politics, you don't push. You let it to come to you naturally. When you see that inclination from the voter, then you give them when you get that momentum, and then you can build up on the momentum. The election is over. We can now declare Nyan as the next senator for Nimba County, because on the NEC official website, out of 736 polling stations, they got a total of 706 reporting. Nyan literally ran away with this election. He came with 61.12%, and Koga got 34.45%, with 95.92% of the total prison reporting. So it's over. We could care less about what happened next. The elections are over, and I think someone need to officially congratulate the winning candidate and send a congratulations message saying that they think it's over, because there's no need to even count the remaining ballot. It's over with. The lead is insurmountable. It's a foregone conclusion. And I keep saying it. The people in Liberia decide before going to the ballot box. That's why the same guy who was throwing monkey wrench in the race, I saw him posting with Nyan this morning talking about we shouldn't bring about division. I mean, Prince Johnson, like, bro, are you joking? You were the one sending last minute the time recording, trying to influence the outcome of the election, calling for togetherness and unity, that people should put a tribal sentiment aside. Like, bro, that's not the case. But anyway, the election was peaceful. That's the most important thing. It was peaceful, and now we got a winner. Congratulations again, one to Nyan Twine. And another thing that caught my attention today was the $3 million missing from the FDA, from the illegal logging, and people collecting revenue and now reporting it to the LRA. $3 million from just operational. And it's so sad that you would be deforesting the country, cutting down logs and trees, and the government is not even collecting revenues. And at the end of the day, in the long term, it's not the country that's going to suffer the consequences from an environmental standpoint. And you notice that the government is not even collecting this money. But so far, there were the 2 stories that caught my attention. Nimba County has a new senator in Nyan Twine. I mean, it was no competition. He blew him out of the water. When you get anything about 60% election, it's a mandate. It's not an election. 60 to, it was almost 2-to-1 margin. You're talking about 34.5 to 61.12%. It was not even a contest.
So from that, if you look at it from that perspective, should we call Nyatwanya now as the new sheriff in town, as the new leader of Nimba County?
I won't call him the new sheriff in town.
With a mandate.
With such a mandate, but
Yeah.
also a lower turnout too. I won't call him the new sheriff in town in terms of Nimba County politics. I just believe that the dress by dress and the wait for your turn politics play in his favor this time around. That even the Prince Johnson endorsement, it didn't really matter. But I won't say he's the new sheriff or the new boss in town when it comes to Nimba County politics. No, that would be too presumptuous. I don't want to go that route for now.
So, but now, could we say that it is a new day in Nimba County politics?
for sure,
It's a new day now that somebody can win an election now without
Without the Prince Johnson blessing. Yeah, that one I would say that. That one will be on the record for saying that. But for him to say he's a new sheriff in town, no, that's going too far.
But you know, before I go to Eric, to welcome Eric to the conversation today, I actually saw Nyatwanye dancing the traditional song in Nimba County there. It was so fun. I really enjoy him. He seems very open-minded, you know, from the look. I don't know him that much. And he kind of seems sociable as well. But again, Nimba people got a new senator. With the Nimba people, we are happy. I think Nimba wins. The winning of any candidate is Nimba win. But this win is more meaningful than any other election in recent time in Nimba County, given the fact that Prince Johnson is no longer the kingmaker in Nimba. If we're going to go by this result. So I think it's a good day. Let's go to Eric. Eric, how are you? How are you doing? And how's Grand Jide?
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Cannon. Good evening.
Indeed, folks. Good evening.
Lawrence
Thank you
and
so much
others.
for it's not very easy.
Yeah. Good evening.
And budget is not easy. But thank God that at least we are
How are
connected.
you?
Yeah. Sebu, I don't know if you get me.
Because maybe when you came on, Lawrence was introducing himself. Was talking, was saying hi to us. So let's listen to Lawrence. I mean, what you call it, Eric, and then we'll go back to we're going to Morovia to talk to you, Mabel. But
okay.
That Mabel men need to be fun. That man needs to be fun, man.
You cannot find the birthday man that will you eat content.
Just few the birthday man.
You may now.
So I mean, it's around the corner.
Your birthday,
No,
your
it's
birthday
free.
now.
No, I said it's around the corner. The pre-birthday man.
You say your birthday man. You're not birthday man. Don't.
For now, going up. For now, the entire week all the way.
Maybe make it clear.
If you do that right now,
Birthday man.
nothing coming for your birthday because your birthday not here. Birthday not here yet.
And guess what? Steve is coming for the birthday celebration. The
When
newest. Yes, that's the breaking news.
That's a breaking news. Anyway, Eric, go ahead. How are you doing, sir? How's
Okay.
Grand
Granger is okay. Good evening to Mr. Khan and the rest of the panelists there. Granger is actually cool. So we are observing the atmosphere here in Granger County. As our new representative elect Honorable Jeremiah Gao-Sokan is engaging the people of Granger County. Going by 8 will appear on Top FM to tell the people of Granger and Chien District number 1, thank you for supporting him. So that's the major.
8 today.
Yeah, 8 today. 8 he will appear on Top FM.
So you're gonna be on SK. That means we're carrying live today at 8 p.m.
Yeah, sure. When he comes, we're carrying live. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. SKTV will be happy to have him and listen to him, and also maybe have the opportunity to ask him 1 or 2 questions. And he promised actually to work with us.
Okay.
You know, as a representative, we asked him, should we get the final result and he becomes the winner of the election, whether he's going to be willing to speak to us. He said yes, he'll be more than willing to speak to SKTV, and Top FM is on top of the game. We really appreciate that. So we will be looking forward to talking to the newest representative around the block. That'd be great. So let's talk to maybe in Monserrato County, Painesville to be specific. Melbourne, the man whose birthday is around the corner, we say May, but the man just rushing around April 25th. The man say he's a birthday man. Come on now.
They made actually pre-birthday.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I said that is that because President know very well that he and Steve, they are my ally. He want to be
the two of them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Me, Eric, and Lauren, we're not your ally.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We were allied. You were seen now. One of the mom and Steve.
You invite us. Maybe.
Yes.
No, we are not invited. Brazilian mom will take care of you. Brazilian mom will find you.
No.
So, Beba, my breath more is Ottawa. The date is on the 24th, Ottawa 24th. The CEO, Mr. Sekou Kana, will be in Abrata. So don't worry.
Yeah. You're your ally, you'll be there. You're your ally. Yeah, so indeed, thank you.
What's going on?
Yes, thank you so much, Sekou. And let me say thank to President Monk, my colleagues, Eric and that Lawrence. Thanks to two of you for the hard work in the Anano. But I'm just so impressed because I've been receiving a couple of calls, messages, and so on about the platform, how big the platform is. In fact, it's growing too fast. People are commenting on for that. I want to say thank to you, Sekou, for a job well done. Also, thank you and thank to President Monk and that of Steve and all of you, our followers. I don't even know how to even describe all of you, but indeed you are great. And those of you also that follow us via the Truth FM, I want to say thank you so much. And to the management of the great institution, also want to say thank to all of you. Liability, hopefully on May 1 will be taking over as the newest CEO, also on the block for Truth FM. So that means my birthday is just a bomb. That's another news. And I know that you, Sekou, you and other President Monk and Steve will also be following all of the activities.
Take money for yourself, man. Don't put your yeah, don't put my knee. Don't put my knee. I'm not part of you.
No. You know the reason why. You know when the going is tough, like what happening now between Russia and Ukraine, then you'll be able to. Then I'll be part. Then dialogue. But for now, I'm with my permanent ally. So right now, I tell everything when the going is tough, then I will start looking for those closer people, make them my ally. So actually, Liberia is good. We are great here in the capital city. Mind you, apart from the elections that just took place on Tuesday, which of course Liberian witnessed another changes. Mind you, there are two persons that the names been going on as people that are in the lead. Nimba County, Yan Twin, which of course Nimbarians, they are celebrating that yes, indeed, changes. Okay, you from Nimba, so I just want to know your name. Don't worry that. Look, I want to say President Morgan Steve there, my no matter. You now your people. So yeah, so Yan Twin here, no problem, Chief. Thank you. Yan Twin here, and that Jeremiah Sokan also from Grand Jeddah District number 1. People are very happy that indeed at least there are a lot of changes now into our voting process. Our people now, they are not becoming to at least while they vote, now only voting on maybe tribes or maybe regions or who this person add to them, but they are voting now based on what the person can do. So the election process, National Election Commission gave another provisional results, and you've been following on. Hopefully on tomorrow, as we learn, will be maybe the final results, and the winner will be declared. So in the capital city again, the government accept the ruling that came from the Supreme Court on yesterday. The Supreme Court did rule against the government about the tenant position. So the government accepted and they said yes, indeed, they agree to the ruling coming from the Supreme Court. So Liberians are all talking about the ruling as to which one is which, where are they going, the rule of law, the respect for the rule of law, and so on. Yes, another later news was the trucks that arrived in country, especially the Liberia water and sewer trucks. As we once, in fact, as we learned, those trucks was negotiated by past government, and others are saying no, it's the government. So people are back to back arguing about it, but according to the information, indeed, those trucks was once upon a time talk about during the past regime, but government is continuity. So Liberians are celebrating that yes, indeed, water and sewage will be able to have trucks or logistics that will make them to work perfectly. So these are what are happening. These are news. And the counter sport meet is ongoing. Even thinking about asking my colleague Eric as to how far is our team, but albeit thank God everything is now on course. So the counter sport meet is ongoing, and the quarterfinal will be on Saturday and then on Sunday. And Liberians or people who county or team qualified, they are all gearing up, they are celebrating, and they can't wait for the county sport meet on Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you so much, Mebon, and thank you everybody for following. And I want to say a special thanks to those of you who have shared the show. Some of you did not only share the show, but share it with strong caption. This person, Margaret Darson, she shared the show. She tell the people you should come and listen to the truth and pure, you know, an honest platform in SKTV. You know, we have some of the best, if not the most committed and trusted followers around the block, SKTV. So we are very grateful to our followers and fans and well wishers. I will go to Lawrence. Lawrence, we now know that your candidate did not win for the fact that he himself went to the headquarters of a Nyatwanya campaign and congratulated him. And the godfather of Nimba County, has also congratulated the presumptive winner. And we are looking forward to hearing from Nyatwanya himself. And hopefully, if he's allowed to, SKTV will also talk to him because, nowadays, it depends, who you're dealing with. People play politics with everything. So we will be, and I want to say this publicly. I want to say congratulations to Joseph Nimba, because if this was going to go the other way, trust me, we were also going to, say it, because that would be a defeat for Joseph Nimba. And this is a defeat for Prince Johnson. It's a win for Nimba, for Prince Johnson as a person, for whom he has been for the past decades. This is a defeat for him. This is a new day in Nimba County. That is a fact. So I want to say congratulations to Nyatwanye, congratulations to Unity Party, and better yet, congratulations to the President Joseph Nimba for pulling this off in Nimba. It's a new day in Nimba County, in Nimba politics. And I can assure you, you will see a lot of faces in the next election that will now go around to go seek Prince Johnson's blessing. It's not going to happen. So
They
it's
won't go to kiss the ring.
Huh?
They won't go kiss the ring.
So
maybe just 1 second. Let's talk to let's talk to Lawrence. Lawrence lost the election. Lawrence said he's not going to win. Lawrence said the Godfather has spoken, and we should allow, so let's hear from, Lawrence in defeat.
Lawrence,
First of all, Mr. Kane, good evening. I'm okay, Mr. Kane. Good evening, President Moore, Mayball, and my man Eric from Zulu Whiskey. Well, the electorate has spoken, Mr. Kane. So nothing I have to say. We have to go the other way to congratulate our man. Senator in waiting, or Yan Twain, I'd like to say congratulations to you, Chief. Thanks for the hard work. Mr. Kane, the issue of Nimba reminds me of the issue of Bond County. Bond County, we have the upper end and the lower end. At times during the campaign period, most of our brothers who are in politics will always be encouraging people to vote for candidates from the lower end, because according to them, they want balance of power. Because if you vote for two candidates from the upper end, according to them, all the development will be going on the upper side. So they will always be pushing the issue of candidate from the lower end to always be, it should be balanced. So that's the issue of Nimba County right now. Senator Johnson is from the upper end, the Gil settlement, and the senator-elect Yan Twain is from the lower end, which is a minor setting. So a balance now. La one balance living. Even though I had a lawyer in my hour, I couldn't make it.
I can see the love.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that.
Yeah, seriously.
I love the honesty. So maybe you wanted to say something.
Yes, I wanted to ask you and that of Lawrence this question, because two of you from that side. So what is Senator trying to portray like operational senator in his post?
So
Maybe I come in, Mr. Kane. Maybe
go ahead.
Yeah, maybe I'm from Bond County, especially lower end Bond mines. But I spend most of my time in that part of Liberia, Nimba, Grand Jude, Maryland. I even work with a radio station in Nimba County called Radio Yilama, who is owned by one Kennedy Doma, when I was doing a piece of job in Nimba 2011, 2012. So I got to know the places from that, that terrain. And later when I went to Grand Jude, I was in Kwana district. So I spent most of my time on that side. So I associated myself with people from that side, and I also lay by the rules and regulations of the people. So I'm a better man, typical better man. I'm from Lower Bond.
Maybe Lawrence.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Where's your coming Kunebo? Where you came from in Kunebo?
I will run your business in CVR.
I ran a gold man.
Yeah, CVR. I had a yellow machine.
Hold on, my begin just talk about gold, man. Maybe they might have reached me in the scout.
Seriously, that's the thing, because mind you, Seku, Eric and myself, we are in fact reserving that our late terrain, because we are preparing ourselves one of these days to become lawmaker. Now, Lawrence, Eric, I beg you, don't put Lawrence to Wahala with me. So, Eric, don't leave me. Because when you do that, I'll get. How can Lawrence go to my backyard and be fishing for that? Yeah. So, yes.
So, gentlemen, I want to say thank you to all of you for, chipping in and telling us exactly what's going on. And I want to say congratulations to Lawrence, at least for being a good citizen. This is called a good sportsmanship. If you have a game going on, there must be a winner and a loser. If you lose it, they win. If you lose the game, it is only fair to acknowledge your losing and also acknowledge the winner and congratulate them. That's exactly what you did. And I would say kudos to you. This is a win for Liberia, and it also is a win for Joseph Nimba County and the Unity Party-led government. You can win everything, you cannot lose everything. They just lost yesterday in the Supreme Court. That was a big, big loss, given the fact that not only that they lost in court, but they also lost in the court of public opinion, because people been saying Joseph Boakai been in government for 47 years, maybe 50 years, for many decades. For Joseph Boakai not to be in the know of our governance system, that is a disgrace. It's embarrassing. And I saw, like we said yesterday, I saw a release from the executive mansion, wherein they are trying to spin it. They are trying to, make it look like, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. When you're supposed to know something, you're supposed to know everything, and when you did what you did, and the Supreme Court is telling you that your action contravened the law of the land, that it was wrong, that you don't know what you were doing. No, that's not okay. That is embarrassing. And the only thing, you can take the losing and learn from it. This is to tell you that you need to recalibrate your scope of operation, the way you do things. Forget about the witch hunting. Forget about targeting people because they were not in CDC. I mean, in the Unity Party. Forget about targeting people because those positions you found them lucrative, that you want them to be held by your own people. Let people be given the job based on the Constitution, based on qualification, based on competency, and based on the interest of the country, not because of Joseph Nimba County or Unity Party. People should be happy. If Labro is happy, then everybody's happy, not just him for the people, simply because they supported you. Also, I wanted to say this. The statement by Senator Prince Johnson is nothing. He's just taking shame from his face. And he also collaborates and justify everything we have said about Senator Prince Johnson. He's very inconsistent. He's very, very inconsistent. He speaks from both sides of his mouth. Every day, he's a new man. Similar behavior that was exhibited by him in the past, we still continue to see it. This is a man who used to eliminate some of his followers and bodyguards and other people around him, and then the next day will be asking for them. Just yesterday, this is a guy who was on radio, on recordings, everywhere, spewing tribalism and division and divided politics. Now today he's telling people should stop spreading tribalism, tribal politics. When you are the chief architect of tribalism.
That's fascinating, that post.
Isn't that fascinating, my brother? So it's crazy. But we have people in Liberia, many of whom, especially those guys from the Unity Party, and many of them are very, very deceptive, aimless, and they can change like a chameleon in a split second. If it's in their favor, they will say it's good. If it's not in their favor, the same thing, they will call it bad. So Prince Johnson cannot be giving any credence. He cannot be giving any respect in terms of his position on this winning. It didn't go his way. Now he's trying to find his control, making it look like, whether it's Nyatwanye or is Samuel Koga, your Oma Pekin, then no, that's not true. Samuel Koga was your Pekin. Nyatwanye was your opponent in this election. And you got flogged. Accept that and move on. Yeah, he's not going to work for you. He's going to work for the people of Nimba County. I'm just being honest. Because Prince Johnson is trying to make it look like either way, whoever win, I am the kingmaker. I am still. No, you are not. You are not. You did not win this election. You lost this election. And you didn't just lose, but humiliatingly. You was humiliated. You was humiliated in this election. You did not win. Your candidate did not win. You have lost. And you have no more control of Nimba County. The people said your dictatorship, your control, your leverage is gone. It's gone. So Nyatwanye is going to be senator for the people of Nimba County. He's not going to be working for you. So may want to answer your question when he said you are now the operational senator. He's trying to leverage. He's trying to maintain control of Nimba. That it doesn't matter who is elected. I'm still the godfather. I'm still the one who control. I'm still the big man. So he's saying he doesn't have to do a lot for the people of Nimba County. He's old. He doesn't have the strength. He doesn't have the backbone. Nyatwanye is young, just like he used to control Jeremiah Kun, who was elected by him, by his party, under his guardian, somebody that he considered his son and his mentee. He elevated Jeremiah Kun and gave him some political, power in Nimba County. He made him leader of his party, his Prince Johnson party. So when Jeremiah Kun was elected, they called Jeremiah Kun the operational senator because Prince Johnson is old, he's younger, he's going to be doing all the work. Prince Johnson is going to be there to guard him. But Prince Johnson forgot to know that this is a different scenario. Jeremiah Kun was elected by you. You put his hands up. He was elected under your party ticket. Unlike Nyatwanye, you have no say. He defeated you. He's not working for you. He's not working for your party. He's working for the people of Nimba County. So if you're going to be operational senator, that means you're going to be a dead senator. To me, like a not working senator or sleeping senator. No, you are elected equally. So you should be able to do the job. So if you think you are not capable, if you think you are old now, if you think you don't have the strength, you don't have the spine, you don't have the backbone to work, resign. Nobody's going to be working for you. You are now the, Prince. It's just Liberia, man. I can't even believe Prince Johnson then thinking that he's smarter than the rest of the people. The man who is already finning in the hair, they make him forget about his own people. The man will say, your own son, you will not even remember that my son here. They think he can outsmart the people of Nimba County. Oh, yeah, they're all my son. No, he's not your son. He was elected by the people of Nimba County. This was the guy that he initially pledged his support to because he didn't know about the War and Economic Crimes Code. When you saw that Joseph Nimba Boakai was in favor of war and economic crimes court, or bringing war and economic crime. We say they were against you. You said they are bringing Nyatuanye to replace you, so you can lose control of Nimba County. Then all of a sudden, Nyatuanye is your son now, because you think everybody's just stupid. No, we are not.
I know, right?
Yeah, we are not stupid.
Like you.
So, Monk, you know, this is crazy. Do you know that yesterday again, when the people saw the result, because from yesterday we knew that Nyatuanya was going to win this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when the people saw the result, they had a conversation again. Prince Johnson days are numbered in terms of being in the Liberian Senate. People are discussing who's going to replace Prince Johnson in Nimba County, because Prince Johnson will be taken to the War and Economic Crimes Court. All they wanted is this election. The election is over. And now that Joseph Nimba Boakai did not just win this election, but Joseph Nimba Boakai has a mandate in Nimba. He even got more mandate in Nimba than any other place in Liberia. Joseph Nimba Boakai won Liberia by less than 2%. But he won Nimba County this time around with 60% plus. Just remember got mandate in Nimba County. So Prince Johnson will go to the War and Economic Crime Court. He can't do a jack about it.
Okay, Mr. Khan, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just listened to your SBC, the way you explain pertaining to Honorable Prince Johnson. So I want to know that if you're trying to say he already lost the momentum of Nimba County, that's what you mean?
Yeah, he has lost not only the election, but he has lost leverage, control. He used to be considered, and he has used Nimba County for the past decades as his property, as his money-making tool, whereby using the people of Nimba County to make money. Because, you know, there is a saying, I've always heard it, and I've written it on my page most of the time, that if you have power, if you have leverage, don't use it. Because if you do, you have nothing left. And nobody will be afraid, because they know whatever you have, they already know your limit. They already know how far you can go. Now, Prince Johnson has used his leverage, his power, his strength beyond his limit. And now, there's nothing left. The people of Nimba are saying, we tired with you. We supported you. We made you senator 3 times, the longest senator in the history of Nimba County, if not in the whole country.
The whole
We
country.
give you, there is, I don't know how many,
When
27
it will be
years
27 years by the time a third term
to be
comes to an
senator.
end.
You have had enough. Allow us to decide for ourselves now. Allow us for us to promote and elevate other sons and daughters of Nimba County. That's what they're saying. And again, I can tell you, Prince Johnson knows it. Prince Johnson was preparing for the worst day, for the rainy day. He wanted Samuel Koga to be his replacement after when he's picked up to go to the War and Economic Crimes Court. And like I said, don't mind Prince Johnson making all these statements in public, making it to look like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. Joseph Nimba Boakai then should pay attention to Prince Johnson I'm telling you this. If you people fail to take care of Prince Johnson will take care of you. All the nonsense what you're doing, thing is that you're going to win everything. You'll win the election. But Prince Johnson is not sleeping. Prince Johnson is very strategic. He's a military man.
Second, yesterday when those results started coming in, one thing that one of the thoughts that flashed in my mind was this simple, it's two different things when Prince Johnson endorses a candidate. Yeah, you can say he kind of losing his leverage in Nimba County. For me, I don't think this election will be the ultimate end of Prince Johnson or Prince Johnson dynasty, political dynasty. I am just saying the deception was just too overwhelming. The people say, you know what? You have literally abused, but I think it's time for to apply common sense. You lift up the hand of Nyan Twine.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it. You told us that we should vote for this man. Then how can you make a 360
Yeah. Because he felt he owned the people. That's the thing.
Yeah. You cannot do that. It was one of the factors because look, Nyan didn't win the race. Nyan ran away with the race. It was 2-1 margin. It was overwhelming. So if you were left for Nyan Twine hand and tell the people, okay, yeah, I'm the political godfather, I got the leverage in this country, and you should go behind this guy. And just because some little political hall and pool over there, and you want to tell people that no, go for Koga, no, they couldn't have accepted that.
Yeah, they said no, we tired with you.
That's too much. Like you are taking it to a different level.
Let me take this time to welcome my namesake Ndoma Seku Kroma. The guy is so smart. He put SLSK. So that way, nobody can call him SK because he doesn't want to take the Kenya. They lower it on my hair. He's scared of it so boy. You want to be called SK. You want to run away from that. Well, you stay SK. Seku Kroma. No, welcome, man. What are you doing?
How you coming on? I just been listening to you guys patiently from the bike. It's a fantastic discussion, honestly. And I'd like to say thank you so much for welcoming me. I like the way you guys are staying in the entire process. Brazilian Mark, my first time be on the program with you. How you coming on?
Man, I'm doing great. Thank God. I'm doing great. Hanging in there. And welcome to SKTV. Myself, first interaction with you on this platform. So I've seen Eric for a couple of days now. I mean, for you, it's the first time we'll be interacting with you on this platform. So you are most welcome.
So Monk, just so you know, and everybody, for the people who have seen Seku Kroma the first time, that is the man behind this radio station that makes things possible for us in Grand Jide. It's ready to be specific.
Wow.
He's the one that making it possible for us to cover the entire Southeast now, even Ivory Coast, somewhere in Ivory Coast there, all the way close to Danane. So he is the one that making that possible. He is the man behind Top FM.
The man's a technical man, the SKTV reach.
Yeah. So they may get mine. Don't see like they may. I saw it. They may get TV station and all.
That's great.
Yeah.
The media man.
Yeah, he's a media man, and in as much as imagine they got in Monrovia, a few days ago, they was able to carry SKTV live on the radio station in Benina Ure compound. I was like, wow, they wanted a miracle because. I was like, wow, because I know where Benina Ure and Pastor there, I know where we stand. For SKTV to be live on the radio that is operating in Benina Ure compound, well, everything is possible, and Seku is the one that was, actually made that possible. And but I want to say thank you to you publicly. I've said this, in private, that you are one of a kind. We really, really appreciate everything you are doing, and we are, hoping that we will, go extra mile in terms of our partnership. But again, like Truth FM, like Radio Farmer, and everybody else, trust me, SKTV people, not only me, but our people, they are so happy. Our followers, our viewers, our fans, well wishers and support us. For us to be everywhere.
In fact,
yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking, if if SK could have, in as much as they do have correspondence across the county, if SK could have correspondent reporting at least 30 minutes before SK come up with her major programs or major discussion, you just go in the 15 counties, even if that like one minute, get correspondent
Man, the signal should not do that to us.
Are you talking about to give us some updates
so that we
about?
know not only what's happening in Monrovia, but we know exactly what's happening
Maybe
in
mute
all
yourself.
of the counties.
So getting feedback now. Yeah, go ahead.
So that we
Go
know
ahead.
exactly what's happening in all of the counties. So you have a correspondent from Grand G there, at least on the show, just a phone call. Yes, what news from Grand G there they tell you? We go to Nimba, we go to Grand Cape Mount, and we just go across. That alone will feed Truth FM with a lot of information from the county straight there, and it's going to add another juice to that, Definitely. And we can take up the task. We can connect you with all of the correspondents. We don't have to go on the county tour. I can sit one area, connect you with the correspondent, and you guys talk, and the information will just start flowing. Maybe Mabel will start taking the calls from there, or Eric taking the calls from there. At least for the first 30 minutes, trust me, it's going to be a bump on the show. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we will discuss that in the back. But before you guys came on, we actually started this thing with an update from Nimba County. The reporter there was the very first person to even start speaking before we end, because we were so eager to know about what's going on in Nimba. Again, these are work in progress. We are doing a lot behind the scenes. The challenges we face. Sometimes, you even have to help me to do some stuff. A lot going on. And to even cover this election, I know how my pocket was depleted. Yeah. I put my hand in my head, it goes all the way down. So you know what it is. And most of our guys, not that they don't want to do it, they just need support. And now that we don't have reporters, we have reporters everywhere. Every major city we have reporters. But we just need a little more helping hand. But we are working on it. To be honest with you, our team is working, on a daily basis, tirelessly. In fact, we have a meeting coming up very soon. We have a plan for everything. So it is a work in progress. We are working on it. And how did we get here? We are working small, a little by little, right?
Well, Mr. Kane, just to add on to you, Mr. Kane, for radio farmer here in Lower Bond County, like what Kurma was just saying, for us, over the past time, we've been dealing with some of our guys in Grand Cape Mount. We got a correspondent in Grand Cape Mount, Jenkins, Vani Mumbadi, Salomon Tepla. In Maryland County, we have Gabriel in Grand G there. We're also dealing with our friend and brother Kaji, but he's president in Monrovia. In Nimba, we have Joseph Wongwe, but he's president of ERBC. But it's very much costly. You need support, at least to make the guys to move. So it's been a long time.
Let me tell you, Sekou and Lawrence, you have to stop discussing our strategy on the camera.
No problem, sir.
I know some people, even we say today, we're going to be.
I beg you, that's true.
No, listen here. Let me tell you this. We have some people on standby right now. If you say tomorrow you're going to be right now, you're right here. We will call you tomorrow, but don't go on our show. I will give you the one here. I will provide this one for you. I will do S, Y, and Z. Please don't do this to me. Don't go. Some of them feel like when somebody, any kind of elevation or progress of other people is a demotion for them. That's how some of them think. Forgetting to know that we can all grow together. And we've been open-minded. We want everybody to grow. We want to open our mind, to supporting everybody. So let's get to the topic. No, but I want to get your take. I know you are very analytical when it comes to politics. You are a political junkie, as like myself. So
So
Grand
yes, so a minute. I'm getting feedback, even though I was muted, but like maybe somebody got on mute so you can see as to where the problem is
we were
coming from.
getting the feedback from you. You know, when you were going, when you were carrying on the stuff, you always that thing where you can plug. Once you do that,
So
you are
I'm
on there,
muted. Hello, hello.
right now
You
we
always okay. All right, so let me mute and just listen or maybe talk about a second.
no, we still good. It doesn't matter, we're good. Maybe it's coming from your end, but we're good. Even we are open. So open now. If you are open, we're not hearing any feedback. That means everything's good. That means whatever problem is coming from your end, whether if you are unmuted and you're not hearing any feedback, that means everything is good. We want to get those feedback when you are, we are unmuted and we are having conversation. We are getting the bad, echoes. So yes, Sekou, I wanted to get your perspective on the election of Jeremiah Sokan in Grand County. Yesterday, we were not too sure, but I think it is becoming apparent that he's going to be the man. I think we don't get Sekou. So, Eric, any update on the representative elect possible appearance on the show?
Actually, we're working on things because probably he will be here by 8. So anything from there, we let you people
I think
know.
it's 8 o'clock already in Labrador, right?
No, it's not 8. Let me check the time, please.
Okay,
let me
so
check.
this is like a
It's
12:15.
7, yeah, 7:15.
Well,
7:15, okay.
Mr.
7:15.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but then by 8 he should be appearing on Top FM.
Okay.
Yeah, to
So
appreciate.
Lawrence want to say something.
Mhm.
Lawrence, go ahead.
No, yeah, Mr. Ghana, I was only trying to call the time because it's 7:15 p.m. here in Liberia.
So what I want to encourage all of us here to satisfy the curiosity of my colleague Amebon. If you're not talking, mute yourself. So that way it will not interfere with other people. Maybe sometimes somebody getting feedbacks. So if you're not talking, just mute yourself. We were to tell you on mute, and then talk. If you have something to say, have a question, just press the unmute button and then talk to us. So that way we can have any feedbacks that will be interfering in other radio stations. So Melbourne, what is the atmosphere like in Liberia right now? For the fact that Joseph Boagai then lost yesterday and then they won today. I'm talking about losing in the Supreme Court and then winning in Nimba County. What is the feeling? What is atmosphere like in Monrovia right now?
Thank you, Sekou. I think the Unity Party, like you already said from the beginning of the conversation, they are celebrating and they are happy from the end of the rescue team. Mind you, they are mixed reaction, but all are saying that indeed they are tired with the way of Senator Prince Johnson been handling the Nimba County. So actually, there are other people too who are also in opposition that are also celebrating the win of Yan Twain. So it's not easy. It's not only the rescue train that are celebrating, but also some opposition members they are also celebrating. So the atmosphere here is good, is better. But with the latest news coming from the water and SWAT truck or those trucks that came in, the Unity Party people they like to do their propaganda thing and so on. They talking, so they quite to switch from another thing to another thing. So right now, the entire attention have been drawn to the trucks or the little trucks that are coming in. So for now, the atmosphere is good. They are celebrating. They know already that indeed they won the elections, and so they are saying that Prince Johnson cannot stop them from winning election in Nimba County.
Okay. Congratulations to them once again. Sekou, I know you are having some trouble there with your signal. Are you good now to go?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go.
So I wanted to get your take on both elections in Nimba, in Grand Nigeria, what this means for Liberia and Liberian politics moving forward.
Like the other night when we were talking, I told you quite frankly that Jeremiah Gawo Sokan with the few places results that came up, he was going to win.
Yeah, you did.
And last night, in fact, I got in. I left from Monrovia yesterday by 7:30, and I got in Zweju by 5 p.m. Another thing is the road is not bad right now. We only have a problem between Seniwen and Tucson Junction. They are
So
working and
Joe
grading the
Barker
road.
was
So
right. So Joe Barker did well,
yeah, he was right.
making that possible that no car will be stuck
There is
in the mud.
likely possibility that car will not hitch in the mud for this rainy season. But let's see what happens.
Between
There
Morovia
is
and
a
Zwedu.
possibility. Yeah, and there's a team coming from River G to Zweju already.
Okay,
So before the month ends,
that's
there'll
the
be
good news.
significant efforts in making sure that the roads between Tapeta to River G, it will be okay. And I don't really think there'll be major problems, but they are doing their best. So I came, and then around 6 o'clock, there was a lot of celebration in the town. This slogan in the past, "You're not from here," and that was the only slogan you could hear on the road. "You're not from here. We're not from here, but we're not from here." That was what being hunting so kind that he's a Grable man, he's not from Grand, he's not a crown man, all these kinds of things. But this is it. SOCAN being affiliating with Unity Party previously under the Ellen Johnson and we all know him to be a part of the Unity Partisan. But then later on, he decided to come in with the CDC. That was in the 2021 by-elections. He didn't succeed. He came second in that by-election in 2021 with all these forces that came with him, but then it wasn't passed. Now, in 2024, SOCAN came as an independent candidate. At this point, nobody's going to be too fast to judge as to whether SOCAN going back as a seditious or a Unity partisan, except when he gets back and he tells us where exactly he's going, whether he wants to stand his ground. But like I said previously, before he even became representative today, he brought a lot of opportunity to the young people in Grand County, bringing to them international exposure. He took some of them to France and other places, and their eyes got open. Though some of them came back, and some time back fought him to run against him. But that's it. So for Grand Jide, the issue of Unity Party, CDC, SOCAN went directly as an independent candidate. Now in Nimba County, like we were saying the other night, if this guy Nyan win this election, or I don't know whether the final result has been announced today, but if it's in his favor, Prince Johnson is likely losing ground, like we said previously, as self-proclaimed political godfather of Nimba County. The next political godfather, whether Prince Johnson goes to court, whether Prince Johnson remains in Liberia, whether the special court or the war crimes court takes him along, Prince Johnson will not just speak in Nimba County and people now listening as it used to be. More precise, Prince Johnson has been doing business with the Nimbani. He goes to any of the president and says, "Give me this money, I will give you Nimba." He finds a story and places it on that president, and Nimba goes for him. It's not going to be like that this time around. That he showed some people try to hide right now behind the scene, like, oh, Prince Johnson didn't support somebody. We all know that Prince Johnson supported Hoga one way or the other. We all know that, and that's something to hide. So Nya is coming from the background now to become the next political godfather, even though there's some thinking now in Nimba, and I don't know whether you've heard that song, "Go Back to Your Home. We Want Our Own Song." Who are they referring to? Jeremiah. They are now claiming that Jeremiah Kun is not a son from Nimba County. Instead, he's from the southeast, so he should come back. Mind you, Mind you, probably what they expected from Jeremiah Coon at this early stage, they have not gotten it yet. On the other hand, Koga is now coming from the background and taking the mantle of authority. Look at the results that are coming out and see where, I mean, not Koga, but Nya. Look at the result and see where Nya is standing tall. This is where Nya will now speak and people will listen to him as compared to Prince Johnson. Don't forget, it's also going to bring some sort of trouble thing because there are people who are still paying homage and respect to Prince Johnson. Then there are people who are now paying serious homage and respect to Nya. So there will be some friction. When Nya is entering that place and Prince Johnson is entering that place, mark my words, you will see what will be happening.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a brilliant analysis. So I don't know if Mong has anything to add based on what we just heard.
Well, it get the same old tribal stuff. It's just that it will be a new face, even if you take Prince Johnson off the scene. Because if they can get Prince Johnson 27 years and is much younger than Prince Johnson, maybe they might get him like 36. If he gonna be, I mean, it means Nyanto ain't gonna be the one to be deciding elections in Liberia moving forward from 2029. So it's nothing strange yet for me. It's Nimba politics, and that's Liberian politics in nature. That people don't look at the merit, people will always look at tribal sentiment and something sinister as to how they will pick their presidential candidate or their political leaders. And it's just a confirmation to that. My own thing that I noticed is in spite of the politics, I believe that it was just an insult to the Nimbayan people collective intelligence that Prince Johnson will live for on your hand and say this is our own and then make a 360-degree. I think the people were like, you know what? In as much as we almost are there like a sheep to follow you this time around, it just doesn't add up, and this will be like an insult to us. So we will stick with Nyan no matter what, because you were the same person that brought Nyan to us here and told us that it was his time, that you saw him, you saw a feature in Nyan. And the second thing, apart from the Nimba County politics, about the whole Supreme Court thing, we told people on this platform, when you come here, don't wear your partisan hat because you'll be disappointed at SKTV. We can have political differences, but yeah, we put logic ahead of emotions. You know, when you, Steve, and myself discussed about the whole tenure position, we cited two provisions in the Constitution, Article 89 and Article 56. In the final ruling of the Supreme Court, you know the two provisions they cited, Article 89, Article 56 from SKTV, exactly as we said it. You know, it should have been 5 out of 5, but the only reason Winston Tabe got caught up was the fact that he was acting. That the only difference that got Winston Tabe off because he was not he was acting in that position. So at the end of the day, we were vindicated. Maybe it's time for Joseph Boga to contract SKTV to be looking at a legal matter, and I think we'll make better decisions than the Bushu Ben Keita, I think.
Thank you so much. So what I want us to do, since this is going to be an interactive show today, we say what's on your mind. I think we should open the lines to the Liberian people. Let's hear their reaction to all of the above, whether it's the Supreme Court or whether it's the elections of Jeremiah Sokan or Nya Twanye. We want to get their reaction. So we can go to let's go to Eric first. If Eric is available. Eric, you available to take calls right now? If not,
sure.
Go to Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm available. So let me read out the number. Okay. 081 143 081 143 0776 105 105 0880 0776 105 105. The number to call. All right, I think we got a call, yeah? Let's take this caller. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How are you? This is Imaya Nonyemengbe speaking from Upper Kawe.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Well, irrespective of the ruling from the Supreme Court, the rule of law have to take its course. They have to be independent in taking action. this case, and then the president himself has to agree to it. And he did well by agreeing to it because he said this unity party, the arrest, anything in our arrest had to do a rule of the hour, one of the hour, something like that. So I thank him for accepting this ruling, and I think we have to move forward from there. When it comes to election in Nimba, that's Nimba business, because sometimes the goal can away and this time they run a good decision
Okay.
for electing their son. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. You can place in your card and make your point. You can place in your card and make your point. So I'll read out the number
Put your
081
call on
1435.
081 14 35 04 0776 105
Oh, have a
088
caller.
14 35 04. Go ahead.
We have a caller. Good evening. Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm Jerry Singer. I'm calling you from Kidman Highway.
Keep my highway. How is that?
Fine.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
You see, in our settlement, the arrest are this with rule of law.
Mm-hmm.
We are not people who are against law. And I have disappointment if they are told us this is this and that is this. We are mature. And you heard the result for the paper?
Yeah.
He has suffering with real confidence. So he is not deterred at all. We will put things in place. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thank you. Thank you. Have a God bless you day.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take this quarter thing. The line actually basic. Good evening. Good evening. Your
Yes.
name and where do you join us from?
Yes, good evening. This is Dixon Williams, and I'm calling from the Duburo community.
Yeah, let's hear from
Yeah,
you.
I want to speak to the Supreme Court issue.
Go ahead.
You see, this is something I really don't understand. When it comes to the rule of law, like the previous caller said, one of the error within the arrest from the United Party platform, it talks about the rule of law.
Mm-hmm.
And now, we thank God that at least this government can be able to abide by Supreme Court ruling. Previous government, whenever there was something that brothers came down from the Supreme Court, they would ignore it. So if this government can abide by the ruling of the Supreme Court, I think it should be laudable, man. I mean, not everything SKTV about this government should condemn. At least let it appreciate the government at this time. The government a lot. Recognize the ruling from Supreme Court. At least, man, just for once.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I take this code. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah. Your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you. This is Otis Call, and I join you from GSA Road this evening.
How is GSA Road?
GSA is okay.
Yeah. Let's hear from you.
I just want to speak directly to the Nimba politics, as it is the most concerning issue right now.
Mm.
And I just want to differ on the scenario that people have drawn between Jeremiah Kuhn and Yantwine.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah Kuhn have had a very solid political foundation in Nimba County that everybody knows. And there is nothing that can detach him from Nimba County to say, oh, Jeremiah Kuhn does not belong to Nimba County, go to where we come from. Those were just few planted agents that decide to carry on that particular disruption. Okay, chanting those slogans. But let me tell you this, Jeremiah Kuhn, the brain he has reached now, he's a national politician. Okay, he's a national politician. People should know that. So he's no longer a county politician, he's a national politician. So
Okay.
the edge he has is not just Nimba, it's national.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you for leaving.
Yeah. Your name and where do you join us from?
This is the voice of Prince Kolaken, and I'm from District 5 along the Integrity Avenue, respectively.
Maserati.
So, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Maserati.
people, when you call your please call the county so we can know exactly where you calling from.
To all of those panelists and their brilliant analysis.
Okay.
What we determined to have called is Let me state it for record. I'm a supporter of Unity Party, and I pray that Unity Party succeed. But then the issue, the tenant position, people being removed by tenant position without due process, it was something some of us, we flagged it and we said that it wasn't correct. And the Supreme Court have come out with their ruling, alluding to it that what some of us said yesterday, it is what the Supreme Court has ruled on. So let me advise Unity Party. Unity Party, we're not asking what in the arrow. The identical tenant position, it was very wrong for our leader to have acted upon that, removing those people without a coordinated due process. We agree. We saw Yellow as the head of the Good Governance Commission. He was campaigning in Nimba District 4. They were taking single power for Eric for people who are there. But before taking that main position for him, let it be established for a justifiable cause. These are what we were saying yesterday. It's a slap. In fact, it's not even a slap. It's a big blow in the face of Unity Party. So nobody should kind of claim glory and say, yeah, we agree, we accepted the ruling, so we respect the law. No. If you respect the law, you should have done due diligence before even taking those people position from them. If you ask me, they got some of them that position need to be taken from them, but let it be for a justifiable cause as instructed in your own handbook. So no Unity Party should boast of it. Those said we register, we put our act together, and we know how to deal with issue next time.
Okay, thank you for making your point. Thank you for making a point. The call are coming in actually, so let me take this call. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother.
Yeah, your name and where do you join us from?
And let me say a pleasant good evening to all of the panelists.
Sure.
I join you from District 4, Monserrado County, and officially this is the voice of Akwe Eboe Senior.
Go ahead.
Quickly, I want to respectfully disagree with my brother who just left the line. To be very honest with you, when something do not go wrong, our justice system will not be tested. We are all humans, and we are infallible to mistakes. So if the Unity Party did not go the way the Unity Party is supposed to go, our justice system was tested. And for the fact that our justice system was tested, the Supreme Court came up with their opinion. And if the president, who is the arrowhead of the country, the commander-in-chief, will say he has accepted the opinion of the Supreme Court, it's something we must commend the president for. Because as a leader, the step that you take, the footing on which you pass, your citizens will see such action on a live and try to, imitate some of those good behavior from you as a leader. If Honorable Bwaka, as president, will say in his wisdom that he has accepted the opinion from the Supreme Court, do you think some of his followers or government officials, if they go contrary to the justice system and the justice system comes up with its opinion, do you think they will go to the opinion of the justice system? We say no.
Okay.
So it's something far from many. It's something that we must applaud the president for.
Okay. Okay, my brother.
Just take one more, then we go to Mabel.
All right, sure. Okay. I take this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. This is Sam. We are as usual. I'm joining from a local resident.
Okay, go ahead. Your point.
Thank you for the opportunity. Let me speak on two national issues quickly.
Sure.
The first is, let me first of all commend the people of Nimba and that of Grangile for the peaceful manner in which they conducted themselves to choose their leader. And we are also calling on those leaders that have come in to see how best they represent the Liberian people adequately, because the legislature over the year have been bleeding for ills in society or for not exercising their oversight on the executive. So we expect them to exercise due diligence in anything that they will do in order to bring a good thing to this country. Please issue the next issue quickly, the Supreme Court ruling. I think people from the Unity Party and other people who are in support of Joe Bwaka or this government, they should be ashamed of themselves. We told them, Joe Bwaka, our president, with the 42 years of experience, He was in the Senate, a president of the Senate, and those laws that have created those agencies or those 10 new positions, they were enacted into law. So to see a president who was in the Senate, who was in the government, to make the mistake he made, I think it was very clear. It was on the Senate to this. This is why the Supreme Court ruled against him. Somebody should argue that other government, no man. It's a shame. For the 2 years of experience,
Okay. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. So I think maybe, yeah, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you. The line keep blinking back to back. So many calls. So you not placing your calls.
And hopefully the lines will be clear, as they are, so that we can really get the picture of what people are saying.
So this good evening.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not hearing the person. Can you guys hear the person?
No, we are actually not hearing them.
We're not hearing the person, Mabon.
Mabon, you got to check him. We are actually not hearing them.
We're not getting anything. So just call that person off. Maybe like call the next person, or let's hear. Let's take the next call and see how it sounds.
All right. So let me see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening. Yeah, we are good. Yeah.
Sekou, can you hear the people? I'm not hearing them.
I'm not hearing the call.
Yeah, we're not hearing the call of Mabon for some reason. We need some adjustment there. Lawrence, are you there? I think we need to make some adjustment with Truth FM while we take off.
But from here, people are calling. People are calling.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lawrence, and take some calls if we can. Eric, if we can hear, we can go ahead. People are calling from Morovia anyway, and everywhere else. While we make adjustment in with Truth FM, go ahead and take calls.
Okay, you can place in your call 081-143-504, 081-143-504, 0776-105-105, the number to call and make your point.
So yes, keep your calls coming in. We will take calls.
Okay, I think we have a caller here.
Go ahead.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and where do you come again? Your name and where do you join us from?
Very good. I need a Prince and please senior. I called from GSA Pinsville.
GSA Pinsville. How is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. I was so much for your platform this evening.
Okay, go ahead and make your point.
Okay, I want to talk on the Supreme Court issue.
Mm-hmm.
The Supreme Court issue is happening. Actually, it doesn't mean that Joseph Boakai does not know about the tenant position. But during the CDC regime, people then they put them in a position they were not doing well for the Liberian people. You understand? So, for example, when there was almost time for them to go out, they were appointing people again. You see what they did when Doda or Thomas Nat, they appointed somebody to be in a tenant position again. If the Senate did not agree, why it didn't happen. So Joseph Boakai, I'm not a Unity Party man. I work for the ANC, but the position Joseph Boakai in, we almost applaud him, and I want to appreciate him for him to accept the thing that happened. Not that he not know, but he wanted to clean up all the things that people are doing that were not good for the Liberian people.
All right,
so
thank you.
Very much for
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, we have a caller here, so
that caller line, you're not ANC man.
Yeah.
Good evening. When ANC, then will be sympathetic to him, but a Unity Party man pretending to be him.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you. This is Emmanuel. and join the conversation from Upper Caldwell.
How is that end?
Yeah. And look, as I was saying when I called our neighbor, look, Honorable Baka in the Unity Party, they need to be team of themselves, right? They can you position in question. They can you position where established by Unity Party and Honorable Baka, he signed on that particular all the laws, all the 10 laws, he signed on them. He is aware, he know the procedure, he claims that 40 or 30 years in government. For you to come today, in fact, in a very team, the very related party people were the one who were criticizing President Weah when he attempted, all the changing position. They said it was wrong. They said President Weah want to be a dictator. They criticized President Weah for them to come today.
Former president.
Be the same thing that President Weah was doing and today they are doing it. Look, it's disheartening, and this old man need to apologize. It's not about coming out to accept. You don't have the option. You break the law, and the law is the law. You break the law as president. You took oath to defend the law. You took oath to help the law. For you to go against the law and come and say, oh yeah, we accept the ruling. Do you have any option? Honorable Bwaka, you need to apologize to us who the Labren people for breaking our law. And our friend in the Unity Party is not about what CDC did.
Okay.
You people said you are coming to rescue and teach anything that George we are doing not correct. Today you people keep anything that George do won't do. Oh, George we are doing the thing. Don't want the essence of a better president. We are really there.
Okay, my brother. Thank you.
Things that president we are there. You want to justify.
Okay.
Let's take the next call.
Let's take the next call. Yeah, take the next call. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you so kindly. This is Pastor Davis from District 6.
District number 6, Mortorado County.
Mortorado County.
Oh,
Thank you so kindly. You know, look, the guys on the Unity Party are very good than that. And I listened to somebody commenting the president for accepting the ruling of the Supreme Court. Chief, the president has nowhere to go. When the Supreme Court ruled, it is the highest court of the land. When they take a decision, that decision is confirmed. Look, we should be calling on the legislature to submit, or some lawmakers there, to submit a bill of impeachment. Chief, when the president, who is the president of the land, who took oath to uphold, defend, and protect the Constitution of this country, is saying breaking the laws of the land and violating the rights of human beings and Liberians just to satisfy partisans, it's a statement. For somebody to call on the show and say, we want to tell the president thank you because he accepted ruling, you should be celebrating Liberians who muster the courage and want victory over the presidency. Where are we headed as a country? You have violated all laws of the country. You set an asset recovery team that the Supreme Court slapped in your face and said to that team, go and do the right thing. The president has gone to take people of their training position. The Supreme Court say and tell the president, go and do the right thing. It means the president does not even respect the laws of the state.
Okay, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You must be killing us.
Okay, thank you, my brother.
So we'll take two more, and then we will have time to elaborate on what we have so far. I don't know whether Lawrence they have, because I was calling on him. His line was.
Well, I'm here, Mr. Kana, very set.
I think Lawrence can take calls.
Yeah. Lawrence, go ahead and take at least 2 or 3 calls so we can.
Let me leave you for now because 8 o'clock. Let me leave you for now. 8 o'clock. Jeremiah Sokan will be in our studio, appreciating the people of Grand Juliet County for electing him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the studio now.
Who is that? Who's that noise?
Jeremiah Sokan will be in the studio by 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Eric already told us that. Hopefully, we will be here at that time to bring him to carry it live on SKTV. It's going to be 8 o'clock. We'll be here in about maybe. Eric, I try to meet you because whatever you guys do over there. Yeah, so you guys can go ahead and do that. Lawrence, go ahead and take your list call. 3.
Okay, you can call on 0778 25 50 50. 0778 25 50 50. Let me go to line 2 and talk to our first caller. Good evening, Nimba. You called me from Bon Mines. Which part of Bon Mines you calling from?
We're not hearing the person though.
Yeah, go ahead. Be a bit audible. You say you called me from where?
We're not hearing
John
again.
Hill.
We're not hearing anything at all. We didn't even know that. We knew you can hear talking.
Yeah. Mr. Kana, are you hearing him? Okay, I'm hearing you. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you say your name? Too bad. The line is bad. The line is bad. You can call back. You can call back this evening. 0778 25 50 50 086 02 1302. This caller is on the phone line. Good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, name where you come from?
Yeah, you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Name where you come from?
Yeah, my name is Martin J. Taki, and I call from Marketing District 1.
Oh, you call from District Number 1, Marguerite. Yeah, you quickly.
Yeah, that is president and his followers tax returning. This was just a total wickedness to those Liberians. They are aware of the training position. So you look at the law and violated the law, only for people to come today and say that we tell the president thank you for accepting your he was forced to accept it because that's the law.
Okay.
So I just want to let them know, let them start pretending. They were just trying to play that wicked trick. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You make your point. Let me go to line 2 and see who's on the phone line this evening. Good evening. Your name, where you call from?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm okay. Lawrence Moise, my name. What is your name? Where you come from?
This is Papa Levy.
Okay, Mr. Josiah T. Calling from John Hill, Bon Mines.
Getting me now?
I'm getting you. Go ahead.
I just want to talk about the demonstration that happened today on Route 0. Why is it that the Unity Party people are demonstrating against themselves?
Okay.
The two times they are doing that in our own government.
Okay.
That is not investor away. Is it good? Because I don't want them to see citizen, try to make it to fall. And our own party, demonstrating against their own self. So if anything happens, they should not blame citizen.
Thank you.
This is why I called to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you. 0778 25 50 50 086. I'll take 2 more calls and go to Mr. Kane to continue the show. This caller is on the phone lines. Hello, your name, where you come from? I'm okay. Your name, where you come from? You say you called me from where? Cheese Factory. Thank you. Thank you. You make your point, my brother. This pressing, the last pressing, I go straight to Mr. Connor. This pressing. Okay. Good evening. Your name, where you come from? I'm okay. What your name? You call me from where? The line is too bad. The line is bad. This caller. Let me see. Good evening. Your name, where you come from? Okay, go ahead. We part of Monrovia you join me from? Okay, that's Hera Selassie Avenue. Let you hear you, Chief.
Development. I also want to thank the managing director for letting presence on the form of project for people to acknowledge what your predecessor has done. So I want to thank the former managing director, Senator T. Apostle K, for demonstrating,
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Mr. Kane, it's all yours this evening.
Yes, thank you so much, Lawrence, and thank you to Eric, Valentine Pine, and big thank you to Troop FM 96.1 for getting us through as well. So, Monk, I know We have listened to a lot of callers.
Yes, we listen to
For
a
the
lot of
past
them.
30 minutes, we've been listening to callers, and we have heard a lot. What say you before we, before I give my own
Yeah. My own
opinion?
analysis, listen to the color circle. We got a long way to go when it comes to democracy. We practice democracy, but we don't understand the tenets of democracy. This 10-year position were created under Unity Party, and one of the colors struck it right. That Joseph Boaga is aware of 10 position. He understands the logic behind 10 position. So that the president cannot just, those people, they are professional, they cannot just be at the whims and caprices of the president. That you can exercise some kind of independence on your job without being afraid of political favor and all this stuff. He aware of that. It's almost like, let me get a simple analogy. It's like you walk on the street and you walk into a gas tank. I heard two of the callers saying we should tell Joseph Boaga, thank you for accepting the Supreme Court ruling. Are you kidding me? That's the biggest joke I ever heard. That we should give the president credit for accepting the Supreme Court ruling. So what you tell me, like Joseph Boaga is some king or some monarch that is capable of rejecting the Supreme Court ruling? It's not going against the Constitution. We told you guys from the beginning. You see, every time you play politics with your country, you will be the victim. Some of y'all say we criticize Joseph Boaga, but I think we are doing Joseph Boaga a great service because we say these things on this platform, irrespective of our political leaning or whatsoever who support a political leader. We say this thing. Look, just do the right thing, and SKTV will told your horns. If we see red flag, if something is not right, we're going to call it for what it is. We read this thing. Like, my mom didn't send me to law school, but at 17 I serve as explanatory. It's just easy and logical for anybody to read and understand. We quoted the exact provision, whether it was the code of conduct, whether it's the constitution. Steve and myself, we read it line by line. We told them, we warned them that this is what will happen if you go this path. And you want me to tell Joseph Boaga, thank you, after I gave you a warning, he walked into a gas tank, and you want me to be sympathetic to him. It doesn't make any sense. And the same thing is going to happen with the payroll issue. Maybe we'll talk about it another day because you sent me that particular communication before. I think it was 3 pages in length. We read it for our people to understand. It's the very same thing that will happen. When it came to the asset recovery, we gave you case study on SKTV. We told you asset recovery is one of the most complicated processes in government. You got to go to the court. You have to work on medallion. You got to set up court proceeding before you can engage into the action of asset recovery, because you must first identify what you want to recover and why you think someone stole from the government. You got to come with proof. But guess what? The poor people on the street, the mountain colleagues of the world, and whosoever they say they're going to recover asset, the very same wars you ran into with the Supreme Court is the very same thing you will run into again with the asset recovery and that government payroll scheme with the civil service agency. So every day we will come here, we'll give you guys free advice. We will tell you how things are done. But if you want to play your politics, it's up to you. We are not playing politics here. We tell you when you come to SKTV, if you come here for politics, if you think SKTV is about a classical between CDC and Unity Party, then you always on the wrong platform. Because when we see it, we will call it here, and it will be up to you. Now you are seeing the consequences for your own action. So I will stop there for now, Mr. Connor.
Thank you so much, Monk, as always. To our listener, you are listening to SKTV. We are live on Truth FM 96.1. Live on Top FM in Redu, Grand County. We are also live on Radio Forma in Bon Mines, Lower Bon County. Country. Who is talking? When you now, please mute yourself. You're not the one talking. So we apologize for that. I think that was for Lawrence, Lawrence N. But yeah, so I think the president is listening, and most of his able lieutenants are listening. And listen to me very keenly. Those of you who are saying that you should thank the president, you must be ashamed of yourself. The president violated the law. The president is supposed to be reprimanded for violating the law. If you take oath that you will protect the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, that you will discharge your duty in accordance with the law, and you violate that law, instead of you being reprimanded, you are telling the people that you abused to apologize to you or to tell you thank you for abusing them. That is shameful. I think Unity Party supporters supposed to be calling on Joseph Nimba County either to apologize or fire those people who made those appointments, who facilitated the appointments, those who told Joseph Nimba County that you can do it. It is in accordance with the law. It is in line with the law. We are not violating any law here. In fact, that guy they call Bushy Ben Keita, if Joseph Boakai was any actionable president, if Joseph Boakai was somebody who knows exactly what he's doing, who knows what time it is, Bushy Ben Keita would have been fired by now because he brought shame and humiliation to you, to your government. And this also proves that Joseph Boakai is not in control. Let's put the fact where it belongs. Joseph Boakai knows exactly how things work. Joseph Boakai been in government for close to 50 years. Joseph Boakai was given the presidency simply because of his experience, believing that he would do the best for Liberia and on behalf of the Liberian people. And Joseph Boakai outsourced his responsibility to people that care less about the rule of law. People that are not in any way, shape, or form ready to respect the rule of law. All they want is to do whatever they want to do because they believe it's their time. Some of them shamefully can come here, stay pointing finger at the CDC. You are given the position because CDC did not do well. If you come here and point finger at the CDC, it's shameful. It means that you don't know what you're doing. That means you were just elected for nothing. That means CDC will have just remained there and continue to do the wrong thing. Because if you're going to do the worst thing, so it is shameful. And I hope Joseph Nimba County will learn. And I hope those people who are doing the work for Joseph Boakai, you will do a better job the next time. But this is embarrassing. So instead of you calling the people to thank the president, you should call the president to fire people that expose him, that humiliated him, to tell the Liberian people that he doesn't know what's going on or he is not in control. If Joseph Boakai is in control, it means that Joseph Boakai does not have respect for the rule of law. If he's not in control, those who put him into this error should be reprimanded. That's how simple this is. You can't tell me here that, oh, we thank the president. You guys got no shame. You guys are a bunch of jokers. How can you say that? How can you even say they would tell the president, thank you? How can you not telling the president you were wrong for violating the law? That you're bringing shame to us. We supported you. We voted for you. We told the people that you were the best. We told the people that you have all the experiences and everything. You know everything. We are sorry. Mr. President, you got to do the right thing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be doing at this point. But to tell the Liberian people they want to thank Joseph Boakai for accepting, what option does he have? He has no option. He has no option but to accept the decision of the Supreme Court. I heard someone talking yesterday. Oh, the Supreme Court, a follower of social sedition, shamefully so. Social sedition. Joseph Boakai went over there in that Supreme Court, believing that the law is the law. He went over there and testified in that Supreme Court. Joseph Boakai was perambulating the city with the CDC, Solicitor General, using him everywhere like a play toy to go to the Supreme, to go to the court. So Joseph Boakai believed the court system is good. That's why he has no option but to accept the decision of the court. It's the highest court of the land. Whatever decision they make is final. So Joseph Boakai got no option. So no need to thank him. You even should want to tell him, advise him that whatever happened shouldn't happen again. Because it brings shame to the people that voted for him. It brings shame to people who campaign for him. It brings shame to those who said Joseph Boakai is the best and Joseph Boakai will do the best for Liberia. So, Eric, do you have any information from Grand Jide in terms of the newly elected representative appearance?
Yeah. Actually, Mr. Kane, we got information that the interview are then postponed to the next day. Okay. Yeah. So we'll not be hosting today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good to know. So, maybe are we stay on the radio or you carry on the news? You carry on the news?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me do this. So, Eric, we have 10 more minutes to go, and we will open the lines here in the diaspora. Let's hear from our people. Once we hit the 10-minute mark, we'll call it a day. We'll just could be here for 2 hours. Once we hit the 2-hour mark, then we will call it a day. Monk, are we agree with that?
Oh, for sure. I'm on board.
Okay.
And just before we take our diaspora call, tomorrow is Friday, and you know what we're doing SKTV on Friday. So we just setting the basis for tomorrow.
Monk, thank you so much. And people who are part of the SKTV radio project team, we're gonna have a meeting either tonight or tomorrow night. It's very, very important. We have a lot going on in terms of finances. We have been struggling a little bit because from the start we thought we had enough to cover the elections, but we were not even close to being having enough.
It's expensive. Elections are expensive.
Yeah, so moving people around, and as I speak to you, we have been living, by the grace, and also people volunteering time and even at some point, helping us. So for us to be able to continue the platform like we are moving right now, being on all the radio stations in the country, all over the place, having correspondents and reporters in all the major cities, these things requires a lot of
revenue is growing by the day. It's getting hectic.
So if we're going to continue with this, we're going to have to meet again and re-strategize and come up with a way we can move forward. If not, we will scale down, whatever we're doing, and we can operate within our means. So again, let's open the line here. You can call in and contribute. If you have anything to contribute based on what we have discussed today, but it has been a very, very wonderful conversation, and I really, I really enjoyed it. So, Eric, while we await calls, what do you make of some of the callers, man? Some of the things we just heard from everybody reacting to everything going on in the country.
Actually, is the people speak their mind. Those who call for our callers, they already speak their mind. Yeah. So we don't have anything much to say, but we already hear from them. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So Monk.
Yep.
So Monk, Joseph Boakai always proving SKTV right. We said that Joseph Boakai might not sign the War and Economic Crimes Code or announce the executive order before the election. Now the elections are over. Elections results, we already know exactly who are the winners. When you think Joseph Boakai will sign the War and Economic Crimes Code?
Well, we've been expecting that signature to come to have been here now by a couple of weeks. But the elections are over in Nimba County. You said that particular election, it carry a ton. So now that we know the winner, I think we'll be expecting them more sooner than expected, because there is no need to be afraid of signing it. Like the guy who carried the biggest stake He came up short in the Nimba election, so there's nothing to be afraid of at the moment. And we don't have any election coming up anytime soon. So we'll be looking to the chief executive to put his pen to paper and sign this
So,
overdue war and economic code.
Yeah, so given the importance of the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Code, one of the architects of the document that gave birth to this whole idea of establishment of War and Economic Crimes Code, the TRC document, the TRC final report and recommendation, one of the major architects in person of Councillor Jerome Verdier will likely be here on Saturday, day after tomorrow, to give us more idea as to how this code will look like and what are some of the things in it, the picture of the court, those that will be qualified to serve, and how the appointments are going to be made, and also we'll talk about the term of reference, the statute of limitation, and everything else surrounding the War and Economic Crimes Code and some of the work that they have been doing behind the scene in making sure that this War and Economic Crimes Code come to fruition. Hopefully, we will have him here on Saturday. If not, we will stay talk about this particular War and Economic Crimes Code on Saturday. On Sunday, we will have Chairman Musa Hassan Belete, the representative from District number 7, Nimba County, who also happened to be one of the leaders of the
Nimba Legislative Caucus.
So, and what this election will mean for Nimba County, Chairman Musa Belete will be here to shine light on it and what lies ahead of us and the people of Nimba County. And proudly so, I'm from Nimba, and I'm very happy that this election is over with. We will put it behind us and move forward. I think Nimba win, and I think Joseph Baka won. And Nimba won the election. Joseph Baka won, Unity Party won, and better yet, Nyatonya won this election resoundingly, and we must give it to him. And Prince Johnson and Representative Samuel Koga lost this election. They are also Nimbayan, so I hope they will take this loss in good faith and support the winner, and we can move on. I think that's it so far. Monk, do you have anything to close before we go?
Well, nothing more. I'm going to reiterate the thing that SKTV has been syndicated and people want to be a partner with SKTV. It should tell our audience a lot that all over the country, people want to come on board with SKTV. It just tell you, it's a vindication that that the information we put out here, they are not political. We are not leaning any political party direction. It's just the reality. It's just the cold hard truth. Sometimes people will not be willing to accept it, but the truth will always be the truth. You know, Ganji says something, say, speak the truth. Even if you're in a minority or one, we don't need the biggest social media platform, but we are the biggest now in the entire country. And more people want to come on board. I guess if SKTV can put opportunity to sign on, there will be people in queue that want to sign on. So if you are someone, our financier, our supporter of SKTV, it's just a testament of things to come that your effort is really, really appreciated. And the bigger the platform becomes, the more expensive it becomes as well. So, like Sekou said, we have to re-strategize and come up with ideas, and we'll be looking up to you guys on Friday, man. You can't go wrong. You got to help make this thing to be a reality, and you can light up. You just got to keep pushing the SKTV model, and when it comes to the financial support, we will be counting on you as always to get this thing going, because at the end of the day, the country's benefit. We're hearing from everybody all over the country, in all the political subdivision, people calling from far the border. If you're talking about SKTV can react closer to the Ivorian border from the Grand GDS side or westward, then it tell you the reach of SKTV now is very, very monumental, and you cannot run this kind of an operation without funding. So we'll be looking up to you guys, as always.
Yeah, Mom. So thank you so much. And before we close, some of the guys, if it's a good thing about GMB, they get angry.
We helping Joseph Bakagiri free consultancy here, but still they say we're attacking.
If you say good thing about GMB, they get angry. You know, we just have JNB won the election. We say congratulations to JNB and the Unity Party in Nyatwanye. But then somebody came and insulted my mother.
Are you serious?
Yeah, when I said JNB was watching, the person insulted my mother for saying that. Yeah, JNB. Okay, the person, I think it's a fake name, but even if it's a real name, I'm not going to delete you. I'm not going to delete you, and I'm not going to block you. Those people are non-entity. Nobody really cared about them. Nobody know them. Nobody listen to them. And they are nobody. The GNB you're talking about now, GNB and I, we have some tie, we have some relationship. GNB respect what we do. GNB used to communicate with me on a regular basis. I know a lot about GNB that you don't know. GNB knows exactly where I stand. His followers, his supporters, some of them, they are no brain. Some of them are very intelligent. And if you're one of those, you don't have brain, you come here thinking that when you insult us, that will distract us or take us away from our focus. No, we are making a mistake. I promise you guys, I say if costing me monk or thief, if that will satisfy you, we're not going to delete you from this page. But if you attack or insult our guests or the audience, you get involved with, bad behavior or our audience, insulting them, disrespecting them, then we will definitely take you off. And again, if your behavior also becomes something uncomfortable, it makes other people uncomfortable on this platform, then definitely we will take you off. Because there are certain languages, there are certain words that are not acceptable to SKTV. If you go beyond, if you go above and beyond and go against our platform, we will definitely.
Oh yeah, that one you cannot compromise on that because it will be a disservice of people who follow the rules.
Because we are a lot of good people that follow this platform. So we're not allow, a handful of, unscrupulous elements to come here and make the play uncomfortable for them. So insulting my mother or insulting anybody here, it's not going to cut it. It's not going to help you. The more you do that, the more we will expose your limitation. And we are not here to actually target Joseph Nimba to fail. If he does the right thing, we will say. If he's proceeding wrongly, we would definitely say that makes for SKTV. And we are very proud of our work. And those of you who have been supporting us, we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you. Your work, your support is paying off greatly. And we are grateful. I want to say thank you. Be blessed. And we shall be here tomorrow as well.
All right, man.
Mong, that's it, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right.
We did it for today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. We want to say thank you to all of you. And yes, we'll be here tomorrow. To all supporters, you are the best. We love you.